Hi, my name is Karen Bradbury, and I'm going to present to you test number 1. So I chose to do the first two questions. So first the question was on the assessment Turing's test of creativity. And the criteria for the test is fluency, the total number of interpretable, meaningful, and relevant ideas which the subject generates. And then that's 1 point per idea, and the stimulus of course must be used, so the lines within the box must be used within the picture, and the exact repetitions are not counted. Scribbles, abstracts, designs, incomplete or completely unrecognizable responses are not counted. The originality, statistically infrequent ideas based upon what the stimulus was used for. So you would give 3 points for unusualness and 5 points for uniqueness. The elaboration, so the count of the number of details within the picture. If it's beyond the minimum details, that would be necessary. It's 1 point per idea. And then the abstractionness of the titles. So like 0 for simple class title, 1 with the class title with descriptors, 2 for imaginative title that goes a little beyond the picture, 3 for abstract but appropriate title. And so in the screen, you can see the 2 boxes that were used for this particular test. And it's called the figural test part of the Turing's test, and it uses pictures with cues to construct a picture and design a picture. So the subject will use the stimulus provided to create a picture and give it a title. So they can put as much detail or as little detail in it as possible. So there's the scoring, which we just went over. So that is the scoring that I used in order to assess my subject's pictures, which we're going to look at in the next slide. So I gave this to 2 people that I work with, and I separated them. And this was subject number 1's pictures here. So subject number 1, in the first picture, as you see on the screen, it was definitely creative to be able to look at those lines and decide to draw the earth. So but I thought that it was a little simple and a little safe. In order to score the picture, I first looked at what the picture was, then thought about the originality and the details within the picture. So in this case, there was land and water, which are both items on Earth. But I gave the subject 0 points for the title because I felt it was simple and common, and there was no creativity put into that whatsoever. For subject number 1's second picture, I was super surprised with the image that was created from the zigzag lines that were just inside the box. There's detail put into the picture along with different colors. I felt that the title was different and fitting for the drawing. So I gave 1 point for fluency, 5 points for originality, elaboration 4 points, and then the abstractness of the title I gave 2 points because I really felt like even without a title, I would look at this and see like a meaningful picture. So I could see that the person is at church there because of the cross representation in the background, the stained glass windows, the person is kneeling with the praying hands, and so I really thought that that was a good use of the stimulus inside the box and unique. So that subject got 6 points for the first picture and 12 points for the second picture. So the second subject, I'm just going to move my camera so you can see the pictures clearly. So for subject number 2's first picture, I was impressed with the detail within the person's face. The title was super creative and original, and the subject put a lot of thought into what the woman in the picture was doing. So when I look at this picture, searching for the light, as she called it, it actually feels like a truly meaningful picture. It's almost like the Mother Mary. and you could see like a lot of like pain or sadness within her eyes, even though it's called Searching for the Light. The person didn't put color into the picture, and I don't feel like it necessarily needed that in order to get the point across that she was going for. So for fluency, I gave 2 points, originality 5 points, elaborations 3 points, the title 3 points. So for a total of 13. This was actually my very favorite picture because even when I look at it, it feels very meaningful. The subject's second picture was unique as it represents an hourglass passing time on Earth as they described it to me. However, I felt more details could have been added because without the title, I'm not sure I would have been able to understand the picture. Once I was able to see the title and understand what the picture meant, it actually represents like the passing of time on Earth and how each one of us live our lives, which I thought was very impressive and definitely creative. I gave the person 1 point, originality 5 points, and elaborations 1 point. The abstract of the title 3 points for a total of 10 points for that picture. So, another thing that I thought that was super cool was even though these two subjects were co-workers of mine, they were put into separate areas of my classroom in order to be able to complete the activity. So I just gave them the papers. I asked them to use the stimuluses with inside the boxes to create whatever they wanted. I told them to put as much or as little detail in it, whatever in the picture, whatever they wanted to do, as long as they used the lines within the picture and gave it a title. And I thought that it was very interesting how both seem to draw something within our faith. So assessing, I thought the assessing was fun and different. I did not tell my subjects that why they were using these boxes with the cue lines in them until after they completed the task. And then I told them about the Torrance assessment, what it stood for, what it's used for. Other than that, they just were given the papers and asked to use the lines with inside the box and create whatever they wanted. I made sure that they were separated and asked them not to talk to each other or communicate with each other until they were both finished and I had their papers. Definitely thought that it was interesting that they both used something within our faith. However, trying to give each picture a score was difficult, even though I feel like it should have been simple, because when I was like learning about the Torrance thing and looking at the scoring, I felt like, oh, this is easy. I can look at a picture and give it a score, but it definitely was not as easy as I felt it should have been or could have been. I don't know if it's my mind going crazy, but I thought that it was hard to rank and assess each person's creativity by the pictures, and I think that each person's thought of how the scoring would determine a different score. So, like what one person thinks of elaboration, fluency, originality, what the title stands for, I think is going to be different from somebody else's. So I think I definitely had fun with scoring their pictures and telling them about it, but at the same time, it was actually difficult. So the creative person, it takes special personalities to create a creative life for oneself. So creating new ideas, being innovative, asking questions, making sure to always keep your mind open. Creative people do not necessarily create for social good, and creativity is subjective. So I feel that I have a creative personality because I'm energetic, I'm funny, I think outside the box, I'm always asking questions, wanting to learn new things, trying new things. I'm not afraid to take any risks. If it doesn't pan out, that's okay. I just try again. I like to make activities for learning experiences for the children I work with. I have to create things. Sometimes I have to take one activity and create it 7 different times, because 7 different ways, 7 different skill levels, because I have 7 different children within my classroom who are of different abilities. So I feel like I have to be a creative person in order to do the job that I do, in order to be able to support the children that I work with. Even at home, I have the young children, and one of which has a speech disorder. So we're always practicing his speech sounds and his exercises for his mouth to help him with his motor control of his mouth in order to be able to pronounce his articulation and his sounds and be able to say the letters correctly. So I have to keep it fun for him, because if I don't, he gets bored, and he gets mad, and he doesn't want to do his exercises and his practicing. So I'm always creating new ideas to keep it fun and yet still get the same outcome of getting him to practice. People sometimes think that my mind is crazy because I'm such an out of the box thinker, and I'm able to look at one thing and run with it and create something brand new from it, or just give me a topic and I can come up with an idea immediately to create a math or literacy or just a plain fun craft out of it. So I do believe that I am innovative, and I do believe that I'm able to create independently and on the spot in order to do the work that I do. And I feel like I am definitely a creative person. I wanted to thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great weekend.